Today we're going to change the spark plugs on this 2009 Cadillac SRX. It is the North Star V8, and I've never done this before, but it does have 91,000 miles on it. I think probably had this car over 10 years, and there's no check engine light or anything like that, but it does have a miss. So plugs are about the only thing I'm thinking it can be. So let's get started. We're going to take this engine cover off by taking our power steering cap and our oil fill caps loose, and you just lift and pull towards you. So after you get the main engine cover off, on your valve covers you are going to have some rubber covers that are also pop off. Let me zoom in there a little bit. Anyway, you're just going to be able to grab these. I've already got them loose. Grab them here where the indentations are, front and back, and then you can pop them up and then take those off. And then you're going to have, you'll see the 4 coils right here, and I'll bring the camera in close. Alright, so you take a closer look at the coil there. You can see each one has a little retainer bolt on it. That is going to be a T30. So you just get on there, take that loose, and then we'll pull that up a little. Alright, so once you've got that loose, you just pull it on out. Be careful not to drop it, because you are never going to find it again. Almost guarantee it's not going to hit the ground. Alright, now the next thing we want to do is take off this electrical connector. In order to do that, you have to pull up about 1 inch to get some clearance, otherwise it's going to want to run into the wiring harness behind it. And then just push that down. I'm going to have to do it with 2 hands, but push that down and then simultaneously pull back on the plug, and it should come right off. Alright, that took a little persuading with a screwdriver too. We got it done. And this coil should lift straight out. I have to clear some wires and things. And just set that off to the side. Take a look down in that spark plug hole if we can get a shot there. Come on, you. You can see there's your spark plug, and it does have a little bit of oil, so you can kind of check the condition of our gaskets there around that valve cover. That's not terrible for as old as this car is, but something to keep an eye on. So I'm ended up using 2 6-inch extensions to get that much clearance, just so I've got some room to spin this ratchet a little bit. So if you want to make it easier on yourself, see if you can come up with a couple of those. We're ready to pull this plug out. It feels pretty crunchy for the first turn, full turn, and then it loosens right up. You can see how much oil we've got based on a little bit more valve cover leak on this side than we had on the other one. We'll get a paper towel and clean that out. Plug itself, not bad for 91,000 miles. I don't know if we can get a good shot of that. Definitely time to change them though. There's our new AC Delco Platinum plug, gapped at 050. Try to go as centered as you can, just in case you missed a little bit of oil. Get it started. I tell you, these felt like they were torqued in there pretty good, which is surprising for an aluminum headed engine. So just get them snug. You don't have to permanently make it a part of the engine. After that, we're ready to put our coil back in. Remember, before you get it bolted down, to go ahead and let's hook up this electrical connector. Then you can pop it on down and it will sit flush. They only go in one way. That's what this little hole, notch right there, and that fits right there on the coil, so you will get it aligned perfectly for your wiring harness. And move on and do the other 7. Keep your eye on that tack needle, because it was jumping around pretty bad. Hot, cold, high RPM, low RPM, it didn't matter. It just had a pretty solid miss. That's perfect right there. So plugs were the problem. Not a bad little job to do if you've got a couple of tools.
Thanks for watching.